You gotta do it. Yeah, sorry you can't hang out, man. I'll talk to you. Talk to you later. I know I'm making you watch what you kid works goes. Okay. Sorry. So sorry. Super professional here. No, don't worry about it. All right. So still trying to take in this game. Um, Unlike some of you who are trying to decide whether in the last 63 hours or however many hours there are, whether you'll kickstart it. I did kickstart it. The only Kickstarter I've ever done, by the way. I don't believe in them. Not that I don't believe that they're true. I just don't think it's a great idea. However, there are some folks that have had um, decent track records in terms of actually getting the thing out the door. So, and the group that's doing this one, Mr. B Games, is supposedly one of those. I hope that they, and that's so I'm banking on that a little bit, obviously. Um, and yeah, I was like, well, this is pretty good. I want all the crap. Like, give me the stuff, give me the expansion, and that. This game, I think, definitely benefits from more shit. Like more, you just want more. Magic Realm is actually very similar. Like more crap is good. Um, I promise I have one more piece of pretzel, and then we're done with this. 100% professional. Like I swear to you, this is gonna be my retirement job. I swear. So who do we have today? Well, this evening we have the Halfling Archer, the Dwarf Conjurer, and the Human Warlock. Now, I tend to roll randomly. Like I didn't pick those guys. I just rolled a D4 and a D12, and then picked 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 through 12. Done. That's what I did. And so that's what I got. Let's take a super quick look before we start. The Halfling Archer, equally attack, skilly, and speedy, right? The Halfling is stealthy, so he gets to re-roll his hide. And he has aim, so re-roll one ranged attack. So he's probably doing some good damage with that bow overall. He does 2 sharp that could go up, could go down, but could also go up. He has 5 brown cubes, 2 red cubes, and 2 health. And there you go. And he's got a dagger sitting in his back and some leather armor. We're looking to be stealthy, sneak around, and kill a fair bit of monsters from the bushes. The Dwarf Conjurer. Not sure that that's what I would have picked for a conjurer, but 2 red, 3 brown cubes, and then we did pick 1 blue, 1 gray. And what we have is we have Air Sword and Illusion. I'm not super sure that that was a good set of spells since they both wound 1. So I'm thinking that might have been a bad choice. Having said that, it's also very possible that he just enchants places he wants to be. So as soon as he sees a site, maybe he enchants with gray, right? And then maybe he's good. Now I don't think that only automatically activates. He still has to cast, right? But I could easily see a situation. I needed to get the new PDF, by the way, and I did not. So that's my fault. I need to get the new rules. One only gripe I have about the PDF as it is, now there's one that's paginated, and I think that's the one ultimately that I'm looking for. The one that's not paginated does not print very well, so that's a problem. But here we are. So, I mean, if he has this enchanted, then he could get off an Air Sword and then an Illusion, maybe from hiding. And we'll see how that goes. His powers are, he's a dwarf, so he does not lose his turn in caves. I think that's actually pretty big. And then he can re-roll 1 of the dice 1 time when casting spells with the word random. Let me do one quick perusal in case there's any other spell that I would like to take. Divination would be the other one. Divination would be the other one. But I'm gonna go with it. Heck with it. I don't think this is a good spell choice. I think having to wound 2 of these, obviously, you can't cast this first because this goes away. You could cast this, then this, and there you go. So we'll see if it works. We'll just see. Okay. Last but not least is our human warlock, and if I would pick a warlock again, I'd pick elf all day because I think some of those black spells are shitty until you get into the higher ones. But I truly, I suppose she could take affliction. Could take affliction, and that might be so you hide, and then you plink away at somebody would be affliction. Although I think affliction wounds, right? So no, it does not wound. So that would be my other choice. My other choice would be instead of break spells, take affliction. and she can stealth, right? I do not like the Warlock's Bloodlust ability. Not right off the bat. Obviously, you're going to have to do something with this to get this. You heal 1 cube or 1 heart each time you hit an unarmored, non-undead enemy with a non-spell attack. So if you melee someone, well, non-spell, so bow, melee someone, you can heal a cube. I think that's a terrible power. Like, I mean, she's a spellcaster, right? I mean, there's not a ton of ways, and I think the black spells are a little bit dicey. Dark matter's super clunky. Even the designer of the game says, "Oh, that's a little tricky to use." Um, so, and in the game that they played, I did not see it used well, or so I didn't watch the whole game. So maybe I missed that. Rule undead would be great, but you got to find undead, with other things. So I picked shapeshift. Shapeshift is almost too good to not pick because it is effectively fly and fireball in one. So yeah, maybe shapeshift is the way to go. And then I picked break spells, but you know what I'm going to do? No, that's fine. We're going to pick break spells, and we're going to do that, and we're going to try to learn as many spells as we possibly can, and maybe this works because all curses are also broken. We're going to stick with it. The human has adapted, which is free action in civilization, and bloodlust. You heal on a hit, and done. So here we are. We are done. Let me get my chat up. I'm sorry if someone was chatting with me. Ecton, I thought I saw someone Scott said outside color. Can't take the place of woundable cubes. Outside color. I mean that might be true, but we're still good. Like you're still none of these violate that rule. I assume that you're putting this cube down, this first cube. Hey, I got the note. Yeah, I got the text out, East Paladin. How are you? So yeah, we're gonna do another one of these, and I wanted to save some space. And I hate those counters. Not that they're bad or anything, but they tend to have big hit boxes, and the way the tabletop simulator does text is sort of annoying. Text boxes because it tends to eat your cursor, sort of eat your inputs. So, all right, we got our 3 characters. We had 3 locations. We drew randomly for who picked first. The archer is down near the sanctuary. The conjurer got to pick near the keep here, and then the warlock decided that she would go. And we're not playing with anything special or what any special rules or any magic or what special wacky stuff. She is going to use the fact that we know that the woods are statistically the better way to get early crap is just running naked through the woods. That's what the warlock is going to do, run naked through the woods. Now the problem is going to be once you need to get to civilization at some point, she's going to have to do some damage and cross some of these. Having said that, she also has shapeshift, so she could become a dragon. Done. She can just pick adult dragon and pop into the various spots. So I think she's probably going to pop the forest. Like her goal is to literally walk to here, fly to here, fly or walk to here. Done. Get 4 things, pop to the mines, trade here. So that's what she's going to do first. So I think she actually weirdly might have the best start, and we shall see. So that's it. Let's get this game going. It is day 1. Let me unlock this and put that somewhere. And it's time to figure out who goes first. I have to, and you can remind me, please, if I am talking about things that I am now covering with black text. You could tell me, like if I'm drawing from the bag like this, then because there's just this tiny band that I can now see that you can't because it's covered in opaque crap. So we're gonna do the conjurer first, and then the warlock, and then the archer. So the conjurer, who does not lose turns in the caves, is going to enter the barriers. I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. I I think some I do like, right. So the maps are gates, much like they are in Magic Realm. There's not quite as many loops, but there are some choke points, right? So I don't think it's bad. I think it's decent. Um, the map looks more cluttery, if that makes any sense, just because there's everything's six clearings instead of. So immediately the Conjurer grabs Forbidden City. So that's good, I suppose, for the Conjurer. The Conjurer's going to get a life point. He's going to get 5 fame instantly, and then he's going to draw one of each of these tiles, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to reveal the tiles. So let's do what we do here. We got a gate in 4. There's a gate in the woods. There's a gate in 6. Well, that is sort of depressing. So, and a treasure. So he actually sort of, I mean, it's safe. It is indeed safe. And we will draw a treasure. And the dwarf conjurer starts out with the guard charm. And the guard charm, one time use, the hero may discard this instead of taking 1 wound. So we put that in the miscellaneous slot. And that is his first move. I suppose. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about any of that at the moment. I'm going to put this here just like that to just make sure I remember. He's drawn these already. I think we head in. So that's this second phase, 2 moves. So I'm not going to keep too much track, but I will at least a little bit put something down there. So 2 moves, and then he's going to trade ones with the folks at the keep. Now, who is at the keep? That's to draw 2 of these sieve tiles, and he gets the crone, empty, and the crone. Crone's here. She doesn't worship anything. She respects intelligence. She has 5 treasures, 2 items, 3 missions. The dwarf trades and finds. Now I have that problem where I am actually cut off. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab this, flip it, and I will spread it out. So we have Dark Worshipper, loot a treasure from the catacombs and a treasure from the altar. Black Follower, acquire a weapon that's an epic treasure. Complete the mission at the crypt and remove the treasure from the game. That's a little depressing. Kill 3 bats, a spear, an iron helm. A Tome of Power gives him a cube, a spell book. That is in mountains, do an extra search. Symbol of Vision, I believe, is an extra search. Potion of Relief is get rid of a curse. That's what we have. Once per action you re-roll a die. Okay. And then this is 1 extra search action. Well, I think of all of these right now, that's definitely the way to go. So $15. The Conjure has blue. The only other thing would be the spell book. So we are going to take a look at the spell book. The rest of these, although purple book not bad, how can I remake these a deck? that's what I want. I want to remake these a deck now. I don't know how to do that. Can I unspread them? That's crappy for me because I just sort of screw. There we go. Okay. All right. So we're gonna check these first. So I'm gonna flip 1, 2, 3 spells. We got strength, fiery chasm, and elemental. I can't really learn any of those. So although I could with the scroll with the power. So I think we're just going to currently flip these back over. Put these here. Oh, I don't like that at all. Come on, guys, get together. No. There we go. And there. To make deck, click group. Got it. We're gonna go for the symbol of vision, and it's 15 bucks, and we have 15 bucks. I am going to haggle with the crone. I need a 3. There we go. So 10 bucks. So I can buy it for 10 bucks to get an extra search phase. I think that's worth it. We're gonna go with that and spend the money. Bam. So we're down to 5 bucks, but we are the new inheritors of a symbol of vision. So that is our third phase, is the trade phase. And, well, I mean, the last thing we're going to do, and we don't need to spend a phase to do it, is we can take 2 of these. I'm going to say group. There we go. I like it. I like it. Thank you. I'm going to take 2 missions. And I might not do these missions, but I'm going to take Bat Follower and Black Follower. That's a weapon. And kill how many bats? 3 bats. Done. So we're going to put his quests there too so we can sort of see them at any time. And he is done. Now that we've drawn 2 missions, of course, we're going to put 2 more missions on the crone. Done. Okay. And he is done. That is his, we're gonna pass or rest or whatever, and we are done. Warlock. Well, that was just the first person. I apologize. She runs into there. She's gonna draw the chit for that. It is an item. So she will draw an item from the deck. It is a short sword, which she cannot wield. I mean, she can wield it. And strangely enough, she might as well. There's no reason necessarily not to take that and put that here because she can at least wield that, and it's longer in melee. So she'll take that. That's 1 move, 2 moves, 3 moves, and then of course we will be sneaking. And she is done. And now it is the archer's turn. The archer's going to enter and go to the sanctuary. And it's empty and the scholar. We do have the scholar, so that's 1 move for the archer. Obviously, we will trade with the archer, trade with the scholar to see what he has. Scholar setup, right? Bam, there we go. Spread these bad boys out. So we have Temple Defiler, let's kill our dudes there, kill the clerics. He's at the sanctuary, so he has to go to, this is the mine. So he has to go all the way to the keep to turn in any fetch quests. That's not undoable. He would probably end up going this way to get to the keep. So we will keep that fetch quest in mind. He also has Blood Offer, subdue any native. Possible. Dwarven Foe, kill the dwarves. You can also get a shield, chainmail, symbol of rest, alchemist mixture, a spell scroll, and 2 spell scrolls, actually. None of those are super, super exciting. I think I will take... We'll take the supplies. I do not think I'm going to take any of the rest of that. And I mean, I suppose he could roll for the symbol of rest. The scholar likes intelligence also, so we're just going to drag these down here. There's his supplies. We're going to roll the haggle. Are we that intelligent? Only 2. So, I mean, and no. So we blow it. So he is done. Click on group. Thanks for the tip. East and drop. But we will take the mission. Supplies. We have 2 more moves. I don't really love anything there. So I'm going to go into the next spot here. That is a cave spot. Flip that bad boy. We get an item. We get a battle axe, and we're going to drop the battle axe. Oops, wrong guy. Don't do that. We'll drop the battle axe in our pack there, and then we're going to sneak. And done. So that's the first day. For what it's worth, that is the first day. That took forever. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's flip these, and let's roll them. So first we check the Conjurer. It's Plains and Carrion. The Conjurer's in the keep, though, so we don't care. It really comes down to the Warlock, who is looking at bones and woods, and no bones and trees. And Carrion is not here. That's caves and claw, scratch marks. And so we are done with day 1. So it's day 2 now. And the archer took supplies to keep. And that's another good thing about keeping track of that here is that we can just mark that. Okay, so day 2, let's drop these back in and let's go. Go, 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 go. 1, 2, and 3. So we got the sorceress. So the sorceress. Okay, so I will. Yeah. So we're gonna move. So 2 moves for the sorceress. So let's pull her crap of the warlockess. Right? I mean, what is she's gonna pull 2, and she does move into here. That gives her another draw, and that is a sight. And that's fine. What sight? It is the shrine in 4. Not ideal, but the shrine is in 4. So where is the shrine? The shrine is this guy. We'll do the shrine setup. The shrine is a wraith. Not ideal. Be great if she, took the undead. But otherwise, not a great... That does not feel like a good fight for her. Even if she is the dragon, it doesn't look like a good fight, if I'm to be honest. Like, even the adult dragon. Now, I would have to look at all of these to sit here and go, what do I think is a good fight against one of these things? I do not know. Because you can pick anything but the kings here, the lords, the 2 lords. So you could literally, I mean, some of these dudes are not bad. Some of the orcs aren't bad. Like, not the ogres. I mean, maybe the ogres. Who the hell knows, right? I like the axe orc doing 4 points of damage. Isn't bad. Now he's super slow and he's got a hit, that kind of thing. So anyway, let's not worry about it. But in any case, she gets the shrine in 4. That is her second move. And I think what she is going to do, because she's going to cast Shape Shift here in a moment. Not this term, but she will search once. She might as well at least try to find that path. Nope, no path. And she is going to hide. sneak. So she is done. Now it's the archer's turn. I think the archer is moving on. I think he is good. He has supplies to the keep, so he might as well make his way. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. That lets him draw a woods. And he gets a treasure. So he's actually pulling the good stuff out of here. So the archer gets a potion of maneuver. You permanently receive 1 brown action cube. Strangely enough, having 6 action cubes does him no good. Like, having 6 of those cubes, I don't think does him any good. Because there's no point to playing attack speed and maneuver 3 and 3 and not playing a single might. You can't play 7 cubes, you can only play 6. So I think he keeps this. I think he just, oh, no, that's bad. Bad. Stop it. Stop it, game. Thank you. Okay, there we go. I think he just keeps that for now and done. So he moves 1, 2, 3. Or, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3. He's here. And now he's going to hide. So 3 moves and a sneak, done. And then that leaves the Conjurer. Conjurer would not mind. He's at the what? He's at the Crone. Now I am going to let him flip these cards, and I'm just going to quick search. So he wouldn't mind that Tome of Power. But that's $13. And I only got $5 left because I bought shit. So I do have a guard charm. But yeah, I can't make that yet. So $13. He needs to return to, so we need to remember kind of to return to the Crone. I don't have a good Crone. I'm going to put that here for now. I mean, and people are going to come in and be super confused. Like, what are you talking about, man? In the meantime, though, we're going to move 2 up into the Tri-Peak. Because it's always good to flip this crap over. And we get a treasure. Oh, okay, well, that's good. That's good for him. He might want a treasure. It is a spell scroll. Well, let's see what spell is on the scroll. It is a purple spell. All the more reason to get a purple whatchamacall. To get that purple cube. So that gives him a little bit more incentive to try to just get that darn purple cube. So the Dwarf Conjurer is going to so he moved 2. He is definitely going to sneak. And, well, there's not a whole bunch else to do. So he could search, right? Let's what are the, explore. He could explore. He cannot peer like you do in Magic Realm, but you can explore into a new hex from a mountain. But I don't think that does anything for just a plain old search roll. So what I am going to do, and there's nothing from here to find. So I just say we're going to sneak and whatever. We're going to alert. It's always a good idea. If you're going to be stuck. Joao, how are you doing? We are playing Dragons Down, which is a board game which does not yet exist. It exists on Tabletop Simulator. So we're playing a board game here. We have 3 characters. And it's on Kickstarter. Now I don't know, I'll link that because why not? Why not be theoretically I'm allowed to post a link? There you go. Okay. Okay, so that's it. We moved. So let's roll to see if monsters appear. And we have stench and monsters go back home. Now, no monster is going home, but so who is first? The warlock S is first. She has no matching symbols. He has no matching symbols. However, our conjure has a matching symbol, which is one ogre appears. So an ogre comes lumbering into his X. KOTOR 1. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Actually, that's a great game. So let's take a quick look at this ogre for the conjure and see if even it makes any sense whatsoever. Now the conjure. So first thing is first. The conjure has snuck, so he has to roll to hide. He doesn't have to, but he's going to roll to hide. And that gives him then the option to fight or not fight this dude. And indeed, he is hidden, because if you sneak, you can ignore one sound marker. And so he is fine. So let's take a quick look here. So the air sword, first thing I can see, the air sword does not kill this dude in one round. The second thing is, on this side, he has a 44% chance to hit because his attack time will match the dwarves' possible defense time. On this side, a 25% chance only to hit. We can, if we want to, auto hit him, as will the sword. But the sword's only going to do 2 damage because he's armored, so that sharp goes away. So it's 2 to his 3, so that wounds him. And we can at most do a single point and wound him. So in one round, even if both the dwarf and this dude hit, and I took a blue cube and not a. Is that a blue? Is that a blue spell? Did I screw that up? No, that's a blue spell. Okay, that's fine. It just looks it looks purple to me right now, but it is blue. Purple is purpler, more lavenderish. So here's what here's what we're gonna do. Strangely enough, I think we can fight him. I don't think it's a good fight. And the problem comes down to, very simply, since you can't auto kill him and we have no armor. That's the danger. The danger is no armor. So he can one-shot us on either side because he does 3 damage to our 2 health. So I think we have to just back off for now. So with the caveat that when we back off, we are sort of stuck because we can't move to here, can't move to here, we can't move to here. These are all mountains. They take 2 move actions, and at the end of any one action, he's going to come find us again. So that's a little dicey. So round 1 you would cast, and if you got round 2, you would cast illusion. So you'd cast both your spells if you could get those off hidden, because he's hidden, so he can ambush, which means he has to roll the sneaked every time that he casts. But he'll cast air sword first. Let's say he gets it off the air sword. Again, he's not killing this thing round 1, so he has to suffer a single attack, at least. If he suffers that, if he can get through that attack, so it's a 25% chance or a 44% chance, which it's about, so it's either a 25% chance to hit or there's a 33% chance of a 44 and 4/9 chance to hit. So, yeah, so I'm not going to calculate that right off the bat, as I once heard a streamer go, "Never do math on stream," and I'm taking that to heart. God damn it, never do math on stream. I'm like, yeah, it's a good idea. I am never doing math on stream. In any case, if we survive that first round, then the second round he dies because the air sword will kill him. Although we won't attack. Yeah, so yeah. I mean, that assumes a little bit, of course. It assumes we can remain hidden at least once. Although the first round, right, since he hasn't challenged us, so I'm quickly going to go to the combat steps here real quick just to read through. So the combat steps are challenge. So now he's not unhidden. He could power magic. He would go all the way through the targeting section, and so he can cast the air sword for sure, and then he has to roll to then become unhidden. And then when he becomes unhidden, round 2, obviously the ogre attacks him. So the sword is going to be out. If he hides, I would cast illusion on the ogre as well, just to make sure that this side can't come up. And the air sword, I assume, cannot attack alone or anything. So we'll say he has to remain hidden to keep that. And then so in round 3, after he wounds all his magic, then he would jump out with his air sword effectively. And he would have to survive 2 rounds. Well, he has to survive a single round and then he kills it. Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? We are casting. So round 1, nothing done. I took a long time to decide that. I'm sorry. We are casting this spell here. That's going to wound this guy. Put this back. So end of the round. The ogre gets to determine whether or not he spots me casting. He does not. So the air sword is up and running. The ogre still does not see me. I am not challenging the ogre this round. Round 2, I'm going to cast illusion. The ogre now suffers -1 to their attack speed while targeting this hero. So there you go. Round 3, I will target, and we will fight this dude. So, obviously my target is this guy. Now, this is an interesting question, and I actually don't know the answer to this. Is this a summon? He doesn't get a weapon. He controls a melee attack with an attack speed of blah, beginning next combat. So my quickie ruling, aside from doing a quick look real quick at the spell manifest very quickly just to see if there is something which nope, it just says what it says. But it's not him. So he's going to play cubes just like he would normally play cubes. He's going to put an attack cube in his dagger. He's going to put 2 cubes here, of course, to evade. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all we got, though. That's it. So, does this guy? So first thing is first. Now that we've played our cubes out there, we roll to see if he flips. He does flip. That's a little depressing. But remember, his attack speed is 1-1 now. He's not he is not 2-1. So that is good. So first thing is first. The air sword attacks. The air sword will hit him because the air sword is a 3 speed attack. It beats his 1 defense. So it does hit him. It does 2 damage, but all the 2 damage can do, because it does not meet or exceed his hit points, is it wounds him. It gives him a wound, which we're going to put right there. So he is now wounded. Sort of a separate entity as long as you're in the clearing. Done. Now our attack barely matters. His attack actually goes first. which sucks a little bit. But he's going to gut the dwarf. So let's see if that is true. It is not true. The dwarf. I saw this. I saw this hit, and I'm like, man, if we get another one of them, this is a quick conjurer fight. But remember, his attack speed is less than my attack speed because it's a 1 because we cast illusion. So that means that he is less. He needs to score 2 hits on these dice. This equal, not enough. And so the gargoyle, the ogre, I'm sorry, the ogre, he looks like a gargoyle because it almost seems like wings behind him, but that's not wings. Those are just trees. He misses. In the meantime, I get to hit him with my dagger, sort of lame, but I'm gonna hit him with my dagger. I equal his defense speed with my attack speed, but I also miss. Now the thing is, this ain't gonna matter because the next round, on round 4, the air sword is going to attack. So we'll play it out. So we're all gonna target this guy. Does this guy flip? I'm playing my cubes the same. He does not flip. So what happens is the air sword goes first, 3 speed, beats the 1, does the 2-star damage, or 2 sharp damage is what I like to call it. That is reduced to 2 because of the armor. So he's an armored character. But now that matches his health because he's down 1 health. So that's going to kill him. So the ogre dies. So we get a little ogre chip for our trouble. And we get 11 fame, bringing his total to 16. And that wasn't uncostly. He spent he spent 2. But I think we've just seen how these fights are going to go for the dwarf conjurer. So that's a win, and that is the end of the day. And we're on day 3. And someone commented at some point, "Oh, it's sort of cool how fast you play," and I'm like, "Fast? Are you insane? I'm I'm like a slug for crying out loud." Okay, it's the warlock, probably really the witch, right? It's female warlock is a witch, the conjurer, and then the archer. Oh, and I do need to figure out. Sorry, I do need to figure out if she is going to cast that night, and I believe that she will cast that evening. So she's going to wound this cube and cast at night, and she is going to become indeed, because it really is. I think it's still the best choice, but I would love to. I'm not going to do it now, but I would go through every damn cube, every damn one, and go, what do I think this can be? The reason why you're taking this one is because A, it flies, and B, it casts Fireball on the other side, so you're essentially getting 2 spells for 1. In that respect, it is overpowered. Now, do I think it's necessarily overpowered? No, but it is it is the obvious choice, and I always worry about those obvious choices. Like some other monster needs to have a better reason for you to be it. So we'd have to find that. So that was last night. She's going to cast and do that. But since she had to wound a cube, that's going to make her today a little bit boring. She is going to rest twice. Well, and so she cast. So that means that actually she is good for the rest of today because you cast at night. This lasts until the end of the next action phase. So she could fly today. So we should decide that. But I am going to rest because she needs to be able to power that spell. Now the other option is to enchant. Spend 3 turns and 3 actions and enchant. Now, does she think she can beat this guy with the dragon? I don't think she can. And mind you, he is not super tough, but he's fast enough. I don't know that she would hit him. Would he hit her? Yes, on this side, he would hit automatically. I think that's a bad fight for her, even as the dragon. So what I'm going to say is, and she's just a human. She's not even enchantland more often for the dragon. Yeah, I do believe that is a good way to go. So in case something shows up, we're going to enchant 3, which means she flips this tile like that. And she can take a cube from her stock. Well, the pool actually doesn't take one from her stock. She has to take one matching her stock from the infinite pool of cubes, and she puts that on the tile. The tile is now imbued with purple magic, and she is now the dragon. But she's going to sneak because she's still wounded. Now, the nice thing is, now she's the dragon. So if she has to fight, she fights as a dragon, that whole thing. So all good. Conjurer. So the Conjurer's feeling pretty good after his fight. Now, he wounded 2 cubes, so that sucks. That, not good. Not good at all. But is there a reason to head back? We don't have enough to get the book. Like that would be the reason to head back. The reason to head back to the crown would be to get the book. Instead, what I'm going to do is I am going to move 1, 2. That's 2 moves, which sucks a little bit. I'm going to sneak because that's prudent. Problem is, he could get really jacked up here. I guess there's no good. It's a rough spot to be in, actually. He could go here and pull this chit, which I'm tempted to do. So let me go there and pull the chit. It is a site, so that's good. That's a good thing. He gets the catacombs in 4. Catacombs is here. We'll set it up. It is the Dark Knight. Again, that's a rough fight for almost anybody. He is a little bit of a badass. Not the Wraith. He's also tough, but not like he does 4 damage. That doesn't matter the conjurers, but 4 armored hit points. That's a lot of hit points. It's a lot of hits to kill that guy. It's a lot of sword. So we've snuck, we've moved. And what else can we do? We can search, but I don't know if there's anything to search here. Yeah, we're going to search for free because we can. And we fail. And I suppose we're going to search again because we've already snuck. So, and we find it. So I want to take one of these and copy it. And we're going to paste it here to denote that we know where that is. And I'm shrinking it a little bit because it is pretty big too. And we are done with our day. And then the archer. So what's the archer's plan? So the archer is stealthy Amy guy. And he is over here. He's already made it all that way. Does he have any quests? He does. He has to take supplies to the keep. So he has to get to here. And that does entail going pretty much back through there. So I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then we will just have to sneak because we don't have enough moves to go into the swamp. The swamp costs 2. So that is it. And we are done with the day. Let's roll our monster bits here. So we're going to get some woods. That disturbs me a bit. Looks like giant spiders on the warlock. So giant spider on... Oh, that's a bat. That is a different type of terror. Giant spider on the warlock. Conjurer gets nothing. Giant spider on the archer. So it is spiders all damn day. So let's roll hide for let's do the warlock first. She did sneak. She can be sneaky as a dragon, and she is sneaky as a dragon. Let's quickly assess how this combat looks. So she is dragoning. Now the one thing to note about the dragon is simply that it's either a 1-3 or a 2-2, so she could switch to that side. Now she doesn't have to fight it. She could just leave it because she is going to be hidden here. It's going to do 1 point of damage. It's going to have to hit her. Well, and if it flips, it just totally can wreck her day. I believe she is definitely able to do this fight as the dragon. It's not a hard fight. And I think she just stays on the fireball side. So I think she steps out. She's going to challenge the spider. And, you know, right, do a quick roar, challenge the spider. She's going to flip to that side because she can pick the side she goes on. She does not have to roll tactics. The spider does have to roll tactics. We are hoping the spider does not flip. And then we can fireball it, hopefully, to death. It does not flip. So first thing is first. Our fireball goes off first because it is a speed 2 versus speed 1. However, we're not fast enough to hit it automatically. We need to do 2 hit symbols, and we only get 1 hit symbol. The spider is going to turn around and try to get 2 hit symbols on us, and he does not either. Okay, well, next round is exactly the same. Next round, we're going to do the same thing. Now, that's the first round where nothing happened. Spider doesn't flip. We breathe on the spider. We hit the spider. Now we roll the range dice. And we're looking for, what are we doing? We're doing 2 sharp. So 4 points of damage here. We're looking for, there you go. We do 5 points of damage onto the spider, and we kill the spider. And she's going to get 8 fame. So the warlock is 8. So a good fight for the warlock. And we are done there. Let's look at the archer. The archer also has the option. So the archer is going to check his hide chance here. And he is also hidden. He can ambush this guy. So he doesn't even have to step out to attack him. He can just dink around and shoot him from a distance. So let's take a quick look at the ambush rules. Ambush. Here is armed with a ranged weapon or casting a ranged attack spell. Actually, I always, like, the dragon doesn't feel right to do it since she's not really casting a spell. It's just, but I mean, she technically could be ambushing him. So I would maybe, I'll have to think about that. But I would say yes, I suppose. Maybe she should have ambushed him. Heroes armed with a ranged weapon may do so from hiding. Normal rolls for combat occur except the ambusher may not be targeted in that round. At the end of the round, they must roll to remain hidden using the normal hide rolls. They cannot sneak. Their sneak bonus does not matter. So any sound symbols will out them. So first thing is first, we're going to target the giant spider with our bow attack. We're going to play 1, 2, 3. And of course, we don't really need to play much more, but we can play just one of these here, and that's going to give us 2 damage, 1 sharp against an unarmored spider is going to kill the unarmored spider. Let's see. First off, does this guy flip or not? Targeting nothing, he does not flip. Now, what that does, though, is we don't auto-hit him. If he flips, we auto-hit him, and we would kill him. In this case, we do not auto-hit him. We have to roll. But since we're equal to his, our attack speed equals his defense, we get to hit on any symbols. And we do hit. Oh, and we should have upped the damage. So I'm actually going to, I'm gonna retro that. Because it's not going to matter one way or the other. Except, I do remember, he has to roll the range dice, and I didn't remember that. So he doesn't auto-kill anything. He has to roll these goofy range dice, which I want to make copies for him and just put them right there for him. Because he's going to be doing that all the time. Anyway, so we're going to do 3 points of damage. And what we don't want to see is we don't want to see the dreaded -2 appear, which we just did. So he does 2 sharp, that's 3 points. -2 is 1 point of damage. So guess what that does? That does not kill our spider. Instead, oops, but that's the only problem with it. Instead, it wounds him. And now we have to roll to remain hidden in the dark shadows. Any sound symbol will out the halfling, but not today. Halfling shoots again. Same layout of stuff. This guy flips. That's going to auto hit him. It's going to do 3 points of damage. We have to roll. That should kill him no matter what, unless there's a -3 on here I don't know about. Does -2, so we're back down to 1 point of damage, but that is now enough to kill the wounded spider, and we get 8 fame for the archer. That is pretty much how the archer wants every fight to go. That is his game plan all day, every day. And that ends the day, actually. And so it is turn 4. So not a ton going on in terms of points or whatever, but, you know, people are getting fame. People are killing monsters. So the archer gets to go first, and he is on his way. So he's going to go. I mean, he can go either way. He could go to the mine. He might as well go 1, 2. And he only gets 3 turns, but he gets to draw the last 2 catacomb chits. And it should be what? The astrologer and the smith, right? Yeah, so he gets the astrologer and the smith. Both of those guys walk into a bar. So let's pop them. Astrologer and smith are both set up now. So he moves 1, 2. And he has a third move in the dark, and he is going to trade with our guy here. Which guy, you ask? I'm actually going to look and see. What do we have? We have the wrong guy. Oh, we have this potion of maneuver and a great. So that is 19 bucks. So yeah, we're probably going to. So let's go to the smith, actually. And we're going to flip the smith's stuff over and spread out the cards. So we have band charts delivered to the astrologer, which he's here. So we'll take the band charts and we will discard that for the moment and draw a new one. Raw material, deliver the raw material to the, nope. Okay, and giant hunter, kill 2 giants. Okay. Spider smiter, kill 3 giant spiders. We already have killed one, so maybe that's a one we take. I don't want a battle axe. Don't want a leather helm. Don't necessarily want to let the belt of the beast is nice in that it gives us an extra chit. Tome of righteousness. The gauntlets of brawn gives us an extra cube in an existing might box. Oh, counts as one cube in an existing might box. So literally he could, that's actually good too. Strangely enough, that might be better, even though it's less. The belt of the beast, I think, gives him one, right? Yeah, he receives a might cube. But for our halfling, he would get to shoot that bow, at least this one, this thing for free. Like he would, because it would count as a red cube already played in a box, and that's right there. So what he's going to do, given what he sees, is he's going to take Spider Smiter as the quest here. So I'm going to write that down. Kill 3 spiders. Done. He will take that. He will sell because he's allowed to sell. He's going to sell both of these, 19 bucks worth, to the smith. And then I'm going to at least bid on the gauntlets of brawn. So I looked, I took a mission, I sold, and I bought. 27 bucks. It's times 3. And the smith likes charismatic characters, and I'm not really that charismatic when it comes right down to it. But I am going, so I got 19 gold out of that. So the archer has 39 gold. And so we might not have to haggle, right? It's 27 gold. Maybe we just buy it. Maybe we just do it because not doing anything else with that gold. So 27, so that brings us down to 12. And now we get the gauntlets of brawn, which goes in our hand slots, both of them. Oh, wrong guy. Damn it. Okay, let's go here. And what that does is that essentially puts a cube here for free. That's pretty good. I can take that. Okay, that's his day. That was a good day for him, actually. The warlock witch. The witch is a dragon. And why is she a dragon? Because we've enchanted, so she's just a dragon. And she's a dragon for the rest of the day. And we have 4 cubes. So what's her goal? So her goal, the warlock, she so that's found. He sort of found that one. She doesn't have any quests or anything. She could fly here. So 1, 2, 3. Although that is 3, that's 3. It does suck a little bit simply because, she does need to rest also. But for the rest of the day, well, for the rest of the action phase, let's understand something. She is not a dragon when combat comes because the action phase is now. So she can fly today, but as soon as she lands and monsters come that evening, she is now no longer a dragon. So we do have that issue. So I don't know how I feel about pushing it. On the other hand, she could rest too to get her purple cube back so that she can power her stuff. And then she could go, say, 1. Or she could go 1 right there. Or she could go 1. Like it just, I don't know which makes more sense. The mountains have more sites available right now because the caves you've already seen a site. Oh no, the caves have 2 sites also. The caves have a lot of sites. Which does she feel better about heading into? It's a good question. She's gonna go this way. And that puts her there because she can't go into a cave and her random thing is there. So that's one move. And now she's going to sneak. So she rests twice, moves, sneaks. She pulls a cave token. That is a site, which is good. That's what she wanted. That site is the chamber. Chamber is this guy. The Titan. That's a little disturbing. The Titan teleports or does 4 damage. Yeah, the Titan. Yeah. Okay, so there we are. And it's the Conjurer's turn. And the Conjurer wants to get back to the Crone when he can, when he has money. He doesn't have money. The spell scroll is not super valuable to him at the moment. Is he wounded in any way? He is wounded. So I think that's going to really adjust his plan for the day. So I think his plan for the day becomes he's going to rest 3 times to get 2 cubes back. That gets him back to fighting shape. And then he sneaks and he is done. And with that, we roll more monsters. So first, the archer checks. The archer's in the mine. He's good. Second, the witch checks. She is also good. None of those symbols match. And finally, adult dragons appear on the conjurer. Just one, but they do appear. So an adult dragon rears out, screeching. I mean, not like that. That I don't know what that was. Roars out. Grr. So again, if you take a look at the adult dragon, let me just copy this shit. So first thing is first, are we still hidden? So we are going to hide as a reaction. Now we've snuck. We should be hidden. We are not hidden. So the dragon just comes right on top of us. That is not cool. That is so not cool at the moment. Let me blow that up a bit. Oh, that is bad. That's bad. So I think first round, we've got to get this going, right? Just like that. We've got to play as best we can. We can't run. We can't play enough cubes to run. And this could be the end of the conjure. Like, this one worries me. You'll kill it in 2 rounds, but that's not this round. This round, he's got to cast the damn spell. And since he is not hidden, he can't cast it safely. Like we did last time with the ogre. So he's going to have to sort of suck up an attack. And that attack could be a fireball. Also sucking. And so here we are. So let's drag down the death dice and the do I flip over dice. No, we don't want to hit. There's no hitting. Stop it. Okay, so those are our cubes. We're playing 2 defense. So that will at least be our best dodge that we can possibly muster. Otherwise, and we cast Air Sword, and we hope to get that sword out the door here. Let's do it. First things first, is this guy flip or not? He does flip. That is literally the worst thing that could have happened. So now he's going to do more possible like damage at a speed of 2. And it really doesn't matter that this spell goes off, or we can play. So we can play a chip, which we could, but it's not going to matter, right? So that's fine. His spell will go off last. He either lives or dies here anyway. So the guy, so let's see. Does he? So he is equal to us. So he hits on equal symbols, but he misses. So the fireball flies over our heads, barely missing, and then a sword pops out. So bam, and now a sword appears. The sword obviously is attacking him as well. And now this is round 2. We still have to play these for sure. Yeah, sure. I'll put. So, I mean, so let's see what we think about this. It's too bad because if we were to hit, so if the order sucks and it matters, but it sucks. If we would hit this guy first, so let's think about this. Ooh, let's think about this. Let's. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Let's take a moment. Keep in mind our air sword has an attack speed of 3. Now, if he flips, this sucks because we won't hit him. Well, we won't auto hit him. Let's just say we can one wound, but he's not going to wound us. He's going to kill us. He has enough. We need a damn piece of armor. Would be nice. So let's pretend that we played like this. And in desperation, we threw the dagger. So now, and let's say he doesn't flip. So there's a 2/3 chance he does not flip. So 2/3, and this works. On a 1, 2, 3, or 4 on a D6. Has anyone ever played Blood Bowl? This works. So let's say we do this. We throw the dagger, and it's going to be discarded, but we throw it. Our length is now 22. So our attack speed is 3. Our length is 22. We are actually faster than the air sword at that point. We hit him for 1 sharp damage, which reduces to 1, which reduces his health by 1 to 2. The air sword hits him right after us and kills him. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. Otherwise, by the way, he auto hits me. Like if none of that works out, then he kills me. So it's literally a 2/3 chance to win and a 1/3 chance to lose. Everything else is not quite as dire. But we are going for it. So we're gonna toss the dagger at him and then have the air sword try to follow up and gut him. So I'm almost picturing that we throw the dagger right into his eye or something, and he rears back, and then the air sword gets the killing blow. But this all is predicated on him not flipping, which he does not flip. So now our attack speed 3 and our length of 22 goes first. We are going to hit this guy and wound him. Done. The air sword follows up with a 3-speed attack, which auto hits, doing 2 sharp damage, reduced to 1 sharp to 1. Or I'm sorry, reduced to 2 with no sharp. That's 2, which is just enough to kill the adult dragon. And the adult dragon goes down. But on the bad note, this dagger is now discarded. So he's going to go, I think, did we copy him? We copied him, right? So yeah, the conjure gets another kill. We're going to delete this chip because it's no longer needed. And there we go. I like the big chips. Oh, shit. You're absolutely correct. Well, we could totally blow this one. But we do not blow that one. So we actually do, instead of 1 sharp, we do 3 sharp, which actually kills the dragon anyway. All we were looking for is not a minus. And if we got a minus, we'd have screwed up. But I am super pleased with that outcome. And we discard the dagger. Thank you for that, East. Appreciate that. Um, and we get 12 fame. So let's go to the Conjurer's fame here and up it to 28. Ooh, and the Conjurer breathes, because I think he's holding his breath the entire time that fight goes on. So he's like, and he is done. I don't think there's anybody else fighting, and so that's going to end our day. And we are going to run to day 5 here. I would ask that you give me 5 minutes and message text. Back in 5 minutes. Let me, before I start day 5, I'm going to take 5 minutes. I'm going to hit the restroom, get a drink, that whole thing. So give me 5 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. All right. All right. Thank you for waiting. If you did, all right, East. Talk to you later. Thanks for coming. I'm drinking. Let's see. Tonight I'm drinking Old Farm Rye. It is. It's an 80 proof rye. It's a little less proofy than usual that I usually like. It has just a woody, herby smell and a little bit of a mint vibe, like an herby mint vibe. It's good. It's Pennsylvania. It's local, right? Or state local. All right, so the conjurer has a wound again. Um, I mean, he could head toward the catacombs. The problem is that he's not beating that guy, and now he doesn't have a weapon. So it's a little bit messier than maybe what he might want. But so he knows where he is going to go. So he's going to go 1, 2, and then 3. And then he can trade because he does not lose any turns in the whatchamacallit. So he's not going to sneak. He's just going to move. And he's going to trade with the smith or the astrologer. Well, I forgot what the smith had. So We're gonna grab the astrologer and see what the astrologer has. Well, I mean, it's almost obvious what I would take. That dagger of bite is sweet. That is a great toy. So we've got some crap. I could really use a piece of armor, to be honest with you. Old books, but we're already. Let's see. It's the astrologer and the smith. The scholar is not too far away, so I am going to take the mission. Old books, and for some reason, so the conjurer has quests already. I'm going to ditch that, and we'll take old books. And we could take Forester. We can get 2 tiles pretty easy. The other 3 are a little bit dicier. Yeah, we're not going to take any. Okay. And now we're going to look at the dagger of bite. The astrologer loves wisdom. I don't know how wise we are. We are as wise as anybody else. So 15 bucks. We have 15 bucks? No, we have $5 left. We got 5 damn bucks. So we're going to try to haggle. We need a 3 or less on these dice, and he shuts us out. So he's like, no, thanks. That's cool. Now we do need to draw a mission because we did take a mission from him. And now we're going to group these and I'm just going to lay him face up just because. Okay. That's our conjurer's turn. So he had a fine turn, but not didn't get quite what he wanted. I think he might sell the guard charm. He only has to haggle once. That might be the way to go. That dagger of bite is super useful, and the reason A, it's a weapon, and he needs a weapon. B, it has 2 sharp swords on it, and thus you can do 3 points of damage with a single red cube. So Archer's turn. And the archer is here with the damn with this guy. And he just bought the gauntlets of brawn, so he's sort of excited about that. And we do have so he is going to head out, and he is trying to get to the keep, right? Yeah, to keep. So he's trying to get supplies to the keep. So he's going to go 1, 2. And then he is going to sneak. Because remember, he only gets 2 moves in those caves. Once he hits those caves. And he's starting the cave. So 1, 2, 3. Done. So he is done. Now it's the warlockette. So, okay, good question. What do you do? She's seen stuff, but she hasn't actually made good on any of the things. So I'm a little bit bummed with where she's at the moment. Now she has some cash. She has 15 bucks. She has a short sword which she picked up, which doesn't barely matters, but she has some cash, so she can certainly buy something. The question is, and finding these things are going to be. I mean, we got to get the life points out there, regardless of whether we think we can fight these guys. At some point, you're going to have to sort of make that call. Now you could get jumped, and that could be the end of you. And I think that might be problematic, of course. Let's do this. So she is going to enchant, enchant, and enchant. She takes a copy of a cube, puts it here. Now she's got to flip this. So let's flip this. And we will make this bigger. But she has enchanted the tile. She's now a dragon again. And because of that, she's going to go here and land in a random tile. Oops, oopsie. I don't know what that is. It says 1, so we're going to go to 1. And she ends up there. Poof, and done. But that's it. That's her day. And that's everybody's day, it looks like. So I believe we have one person who is ready to meet a giant bat. It's the archer. The archer meets a bat. A single bat, I believe. And we don't have stink. It's just a bat. So we get one bat. The archer gets to roll hidden. And he is a very hidey guy. So he's looking for, yep, he gets nothing. So he is hidden. And now he's going to ambush the heck out of this thing, I think, right? He can't auto hit it. There's no auto hitting the bat. Now the bat doesn't necessarily need to auto hit him, but he can't auto hit the bat. And he's not alerted. He's just sneaking. So he can only play 5 cubes. So I would play 1, 2, 3 cubes. He automatically gets a 4th cube here. But he's going to play 2 cubes down here, although he doesn't need them yet. And the Gauntlets of Brawn will count as a cube here. So that will be his play. And he's going to ambush. So does this guy... He does not flip. I'm going to take these 2 dice, and I'm going to copy them. And put a copy of the dice here, too, because he's going to need those here. So, it doesn't flip. Do we hit? And we only have 3 to 4. We only hit on, honest to goodness, hit rolls, and we get equals. And so that's a miss. And then, unfortunately, the bat has a chance to spot us. We don't get any of our bonuses. The bat does not spot us. So round 2, we get to go again. But this is the second round, and nothing's happened last round. So does the bat flip? The bat does not flip. He is super defensive, and we only have a small chance to hit him, and we miss again, and the bat doesn't attack us, and combat ends in the clearing. And that's that. And that was the only fight we had going. Turn 6. Archer is first. And I mean, the archer can get out of dodge. I don't necessarily know that it behooves us to stick around. We could go to the catacombs. Yeah, the Dark Knight is there, but I think we can flee from him. How fast is he? 2. We can always play 3. We can run if we need to run. So I think what we are going to do is we are going to. Oh, we can't just move up there though. Can't just get there. His bat is in the way. Bat. Hmm. Yeah, killing that bat would be good. That would be a good thing to do. So the question is, how do we make that happen? We sneak. As soon as we sneak, he's going to get a shot to find us, because that's an action. So as soon as we end an action, and I think it's every damn action we end, right? Because it's I believe. I believe that every action we take, we have to figure that out. So we're gonna first thing is sneak. Done. So that's our action. He tries to find us. He does not. Second action will be search. We don't find the thingy. He tries to find us. He does, but we're going to use our sneaky ability, which says we may re-roll one die per hide attempt, and we are safe. Third search. We're going to do this. Bam, we find it. He tries to find us. He does not. So we have found this guy. And I think that's it. I think we got our three actions are done. And that is all. And now it is the warlock, the witch's turn, effectively. So the witch, is she buying something off the scholar? She just arrived there. She didn't do anything to the scholar, right? I think she uses a trade phase. Let's do. She enchanted and moved, so she's gonna trade with the scholar today. Spell scrolls are good. She will always try spell scrolls. So first thing we're gonna look at these spell scrolls. So we're gonna drag spells in. So she gets dark matter, and that's not bad. Symbol of rest would be good. She also has Temple Defiler, Blood Offer, and Dwarven Foes. Let's try Dark Matter. She has $15. That's a $9. That's $9. Scholar likes inty people. She is reasonably inty. So for $9, I think actually she's going to haggle once. Hope to get that down to $6. She does not, and he blows her off. She'll trade again, and she will spend the $9. Screw it. It just auto, right? So $9. She now has $6. And that is second thing. Third thing is she's going to learn. And she does. So she now learns Dark Matter. So that is one of her spells. Spell scroll can go away. And she learns dark matter, and that's going to give her a point and 5 fame points as well. Done. And that still gives her a turn left. And I don't think she wants to do anything here. I think she is good. So I'm going to leave these two together. I'm going to group these and just put these right there. And then this one can sit right underneath. Done. One more turn for her. I don't know where she wants to end up. I think she has no quests, which sort of sucks. I do think ultimately she needs to pop, like I said, she needs to pop a treasure location. She's not as good as our other guys at sneaking, but she can run from some guys, right? So whoever's in the chamber, that's the Titan, she can run from the Titan. So the chamber's not that dangerous for her. Now she can't run from the Wraith at the shrine. The Wraith is a nemesis to her. So I think what she is going to do is she is just going to, so she traded a bunch of types. She's learned. I don't think she does anything else. I think she's going to sit on her day to day. Tomorrow she's going to make her way back into there. Done. Conjurer's turn. The conjurer took Bad Hawker. He took old books to the scholar. So the scholar is down there. And he wants to buy, I think he wants to buy the Dagger of Bite, though. So he is going to do a trade phase with, is it this guy? Yeah. So I think it's this guy. So we're going to do a trade phase. So let me pull his cubes back. So we're going to trade first. It is 15 bucks. Conjure has $5. He does not have 15 bucks. But he could sell the guard charm. So he's going to do that first. So he's going to get $6 back. So he has 11 bucks. The conjurer likes wisdom, I believe. We are nothing if not wise, sir. So we sell that, and we're going to haggle once to try to get this down to 10 bucks. So with a 3, and he closes his damn door. So in a single trade phase, we get our butts kicked there with the astrologer, and we are done. Yikes. Not cool, man. Not cool. I'm going to move 1, 2. We do not lose time in the caves, so move, and we will sneak. And we get a freebie, boop, just like that. And what is it? It's an item. So we do get an item. But it's not the Dagger of Bite, darn it. But it's a staff. We get a staff. I mean, at least it's a weapon for now. So we will put that. And done. And that is the day, right? Yeah, that's it. That's all we got. So let's roll the monster roll. Archer has to check first. So first thing is, every monster that's out and no one's with is gone. They go back to the to their setup, but no, that is nobody effectively. We got nothing going on here because there's in a clearing with him, so he doesn't go away. She gets nothing, and he gets stench, and nope, nothing. Okay, done. And now the archer is going to. Did he sneak? He is snuck. No. And there's a single bat on him, so we might as well shoot him again, right? I mean, there really isn't much reason not to at least try to shoot this bat down. So first thing is first. Um, we're going to play 3 cubes here, of course. 1, 2, 3. The Gauntlets Act is our cube there. We'll play the 2 moves. That's our 5 cubes. Done. Does the bat flip? The bat does flip round 1. The nice thing with that is that does give us a little extra chance to hit because now we hit on equals signs or signs. And we still miss because we suck. Does that drag us out of hiding? It does not. That's round 1. Round 2. Does the bat flip? He does. It sucks. We only hit on hit symbols now. We miss. Does that drag us out of hiding? Yes, but it doesn't matter. That was the second round where nothing happens, and it's a stalemate. And just us and the bat, just thinking around with each other. So we keep flying around, and he keeps flying around, and nothing happens. We are done. That is the battle. That is the turn. It is turn 7. Put those away. Go 1, 2, and 3. It is the Warlock S. So I think we want to get back to the shrine. No, we do not want to get back to the shrine. We want to go to the chamber. The chamber is the one that we think we can manage. The problem with the chamber is we cannot enter the chamber as a flyer. We have to enter the chamber, well, or we cannot fly. I don't think we have to fly as the dragon, though. I don't think that is a requirement. I think we may fly, but I don't think we have to fly. That would be sort of silly. But we cannot. So I think what we do. So here's how we're going to play this. We are going to spend 3 turns and enchant this guy. So we free it up there. Unlock it. We flip it like that. Yep, we flip it. And we put a purple on it. So now we are a dragon. Then we're going to move 1, and we're done. That's it. That's her day. She is done. The Conjurer is going. So once again, Conjure, Dagger, Bite. That is the goal. Dagger, Bite is the goal. But 3 more bucks is not going to do it for us. So that gives us 14 bucks. Having said that, we could sell this Iron Skin, which doesn't totally suck, but we could sell it to get that dagger. So I'm going to head back 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 moves and then a trade. And for that trade, we're going to sell the staff and the spell scroll to the astrologer. So staff and spell scroll to the astrologer. It is worth a total of 4 bucks. So for that 4 bucks, then we're going to do a buy. I'm going to try the dagger of bite one last time, and we will haggle because we're dumb. Nope, he kicks us the frick out. Okay, tomorrow we're not haggling. We're just going to buy it. So we have 15 bucks now, though, which is what it takes to buy the damn dagger at full price. Oh my god. Okay, he's done. Our guy goes 1 today, 2 into the catacombs. So that's 2 moves. Into the catacombs. And we feel we can run from whatever's in the catacombs. The Death Knight. Death Knight is not that fast. So for our third action, now the danger would be that we get the bats and the catacombs. Like, that is possible. And one search is not as useful, right? One search by itself isn't as useful. So instead, we're going to move, and we will sneak and take our time and be done. And that is the day. Do monsters appear? Well, for the Warlock, nothing. For the Conjurer, nothing. For this guy, nothing. So nothing appears. It is day 8. And the Warlock goes first again. We're a dragon. Doesn't help us, but we are a dragon. So I'm going to go 1 and 2. Still a damn dragon in the chamber. Oh, we can't run from the Titan. If he flips, we can. So what does teleport do as the Titan? It's a little bit of an odd one, isn't it? No, we don't. There's no... Titan gives us nothing. There's not a rogues gallery in here where we can look up all the monsters. I mean, where does he teleport us to? Let's take a look. What's the teleport spell say? Teleport. Wound 1 blue cube. The spell hits target moves to a random clearing on a tile of the choice. Right. Great. What's the dude gonna choose? It's a little awkward. There should be at least some idea, right? But I don't know what he chooses. He teleports. That's what that side does. Okay. Well, okay, so be it. So we move twice. So that's what we do now. So we move 2 times. We only have 3 moves because we are in the dark. But actually, we're a human. So we started here. Well, no, we started here. Damn it. Okay. That sucks. We should have really have paid attention to that. But that doesn't matter. You would end up the same the same move economy anyway. So we're going to move to here. And that costs us 2 of 3. And then I believe it is probably prudent. I don't think searching is going to help us. I think we sneak instead. And we are done. The archer has made it to the catacombs. Now, he only has 3 moves here in the dark, but he has made it to the catacombs. He's going to search and search and search again, and let's see if the search comes up. It does. So we have found the catacombs. We are the first to find the catacombs, and that's going to give us some points. Indeed, I'll copy that cube and put it here to show that this is closed. No one's getting points for this anymore. But we do have 2 actions left, so we're going to loot once at least. Do we have the catacombs set up somewhere? We do. 2 deeps, 5 treasures. Which one do we get? We get the second treasure. So we're going to take this one and put this one back. Oh, Bow of the Hunt. My lord, that is sweet. We're going to swap that out immediately. First off, it's epic. Again, that's a life point and 5 fame. That Bow of the Hunt doesn't suck. With a single cube, we can be doing two. We can be doing well. So he can actually go and do up to 5 damage with that thing. So he all of a sudden becomes amazing. This little halfling's like just rocking it. He's Frodoing it. That was his loot. He gets one more shot. Who appears in the catacombs? The Death Knight. That he can all of a sudden kill. the Death Knight that he might auto gank. I mean, that's just hilarious. We are going to loot one more time. Well, we should be careful because again, you could get bats and the thing. You can't guarantee success, right? Because so let's say that he interesting question. Let's say that he goes for it. He's a halfling, he's stealthy. He's going to loot one more time. He is thieving 5. That sucks. That's well, I mean, it doesn't suck, but it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll put these back. He gets the Trickster's Stone, which gives him gray magic. Yeah, gray cube. Not great, but we'll take it. It's at the very least, it's a wounding cube. If you needed to wound something, you could wound that. And more importantly, it is a point and 5 fame. So good deal there. I do need 1 moment, but I will finish the day. How's that? Need to gripe at some cats. Okay, so it's the Conjurer's Day, and the Conjurer has been obsessing over this stupid damn dagger. The Conjurer's going to do a trade phase and just buy the goddamn dagger off of this guy. Right? Does he have any quests that we want? Kill 2 treants. I don't know if we want kill 2 treants. No, we're good. We're going to buy the dagger. 15 bucks, we buy the damn dagger. The dagger's not bad, by the way. But it does leave us with 0 gold. That's a trade phase, and we are done. Now, let's see if we can't make this happen. So our goal is to actually get to the damn scholar. So that's 1 phase, 2 phase, 3 phase, and then we sneak. And I think we're done with the day. Let's roll. Let's check the witch first. She gets nothing. Let's check this guy second. Oh, we get adult dragons in the catacombs. How many? 1. No, 3 adult friggin' dragons. Yikes. 3 adult dragons appear right there. And then giant spider appears. 1 giant spider appears on our guy. So we're going to do those combats in 1 second. I will be back in a single minute. Back in 2 minutes. Okay, so we return to some comments here. Um, let's do the conjures. That's an easy one. So let's look at this real quick from the conjurer's perspective. Strangely enough, this side isn't as dangerous. This side is more dangerous for sure, of course, because it kills him in a shot. There is no time. So the conjurer would play 2 here. If he could play 3, but he doesn't have 3, he would play 3, but he only has 1. Oh, and we have the whole deck. Huh. Matthew Beard says Berard says your 2 minutes are like my kids' 2 minutes when it comes to being patient. Wow. I mean, I was back fast. I don't want to be, who the heck? Let's do astrologer, that jerk. Okay. Him and me have words. We got words. I did buy the dagger off him. Now where's my damn dagger? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I don't necessarily love this fight. On this side, you cannot auto hit him. On this side, you do auto hit him. On this side, you do not auto hit him. Oh, you don't auto? Oh, yeah. On this side, you auto hit and kill it. On this side, there is no auto hitting. And we don't have enough cubes. So, okay. So I do think we step out and we can. So wait, let's first things first. Let's see if we are snuck or not snuck. Right? That's really the key. We get a shot here. We are not sneaking at all. So the spider's on us. So done. So we could play like this. Our big problem is we only have 3 of these brown cubes. We have 1 cube there. We'll do a great damage. At this point, we go first. We have a shot to hit. We have a 44% chance. If we miss, he auto hits us and wounds us. That's really what happens. If he flips, we kill it. I think we go with that because otherwise, now the other thing we could do is we could play a very awkward game of, us having a slightly shittier chance to hit him than he has us. Or we could wait for him to flip before doing that. We could just play conservatively. The conservative play is to play 2 of these and 1 of those, and you're both hitting crappily until he flips, and when he flips, you sort of go for it. The danger is if he flips and it does happen to magically hit you, like you're not you're just going to die. So that's what we're worried about. Now the chance of him flipping and doing that is a third of a 25%, so 1/12. I don't love this. I don't necessarily love the other one this round. So let's go with this for now. So we're going to go with this first off. Does he flip or not? He does. That sucks, but okay. See, we would auto kill him, which sucks. All right. So the worst part is I think now we're simultaneous. Because we're not throwing that dagger a bite. We just got it. So we will roll to hit him first. We need symbols. No. He will roll to hit us second. He needs all symbols, and he gets nothing. So he needs equal. No, symbols. So done. That's round 1. So round 2, I think we switch. Because now he is over here. So now it's a 2/3 chance to be auto-killed. But if he flips, he auto-hits us for a point of damage. So we're going to let this roll. Does he flip or not? He does. Son of a bitch. Our attack goes first. Do we hit him? We hit on any symbols, and we get any symbols. Done. We get symbols. So we hit equal speed, which we are. We're going to do 3 points of damage to his 2. We kill the spider. That's worth 8 more fame to the Conjurer. The Conjurer is actually winning fame. He is the best fighter in the game right now. How are you, Matthew, by the way? Yes, I have like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Bam, they're back in like 6 seconds. We now have a slightly different situation here. Now, here's the bad part. Here's what I don't like. These guys, if I do come sighted, if I do become sighted by them, I can't run. Right now, I have to beat their times. Now, if they flip, then I can run. I mean, I could kill the hell out of these guys. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, man. Doing well, thanks. Been enjoying these sessions quite a bit. I appreciate that. This game's sort of fun. I mean, I'll be honest. I did not expect to have this much fun with this game, to be quite honest with you. I mean, not to be a jerk, but I'm going to be a jerk, right? Because as soon as someone says not to blah, 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 and then they preface their statement, you know that they're immediately going to come out and do the thing they said they were not going to do. I thought, you got another shitty sort of magic, like a magic realmy clone thing, which doesn't give you anything past the original anyway. So why not just play Magic Realm? You already have tools to play Magic Realm. Magic Realm is the penultimate epic adventure game, really, in a lot of ways. You're not going to beat that nostalgia bug for me, like that kind of thing, right? So I didn't expect to have as much fun with this. I think this is pretty good. I like this game a bit. Whether it lasts, I don't know, but I do like it. The honeymoon phase is pretty good. Yeah. So really, so you don't auto hit any of these guys at this juncture. If they flip, you auto hit them. If they all happen to flip, you would then be able to also run, which would be really good. So you're not auto hitting anyone. Now they're not auto hitting you either, so that's a bonus. But you're gonna have to play to get the best shot at killing them. You're gonna have to play like this, and that sucks. Round 1 you're gonna play like that. Round 2 it depends on if you're still hidden. And you would do 2 sharp damage. So actually 3 sharp damage. So 5 damage. Even at a minus 2, you would fail because then you would actually do less damage. Well, wait a minute. At a minus 2, you would do 1 sharp damage. Yes, and that would become 1 sharp, which is 2 damage, and you would just wound the dragon. So you could fail. You could blow that. But you have to roll minus 2. Like, the chance of you killing all 3 of these is really low. The chance of you getting out of here alive, not great. But man, the sucky part is that they just sort of landed on your catacombs that you were just looting, right? They're still glad to hear it. I've been learning Magic Realm on and off for the last few years. When I saw this game, I was instantly interested. I mean, yeah. Again, look, Magic Realm has more levers, right? It's the rule book is 100 pages bigger now, and first edition isn't so much. So some people would go, well, first edition is like 38 pages or something, which is true, 32, or it's not that many pages. It was a lot vaguer. The reason why it expanded so much is, the people added a bunch of examples, and people added um, a lot of good. What do you want to say? Clarifications. I am fairly certain so I'm still staring at this combat. You would have to get lucky. What you'd almost have to do is you'd hope to kill one and sort of get a little bit lucky, and maybe another one flips and they don't see you round one. And then you're sort of hoping to winnow them down over the course of 2 rounds or something, or 3 rounds, and have only ones that you can flee from left because they flipped. So let's think about this real quick. So first things first, actually, this is easy. Um, are we hidden or not? Because we looted this time. So we actually don't get to, and we are hidden. So that is telling me if you end up unhidden after a single round, I think this goes really rough for you. Because at that point, you have to play a little more conservatively. I'm gonna say, yeah, at that point you have to play more conservatively. That conservative is gonna suck a little bit. I don't think we do it. I think we back off. But the problem is that's gonna eat the cat. Like that's gonna make the catacombs unachievable in a lot of ways, because you're not going to go up there and then face that guy and maybe a giant bat and so on. Like I think I think that makes the catacombs a loser for a while. So the question is, and again, I think he might get luck out, but I don't know the odds. And I think round one you have like a 44% chance to hit, maybe a little better if they, or if they flip, then you hit. You have a decent chance of killing one if you hit them, and then you got to sneak. If you have 2 on you, I don't like the odds. So I think we remain hidden, and I think the archer is going to slink away. He just got this bow. There's no need to go nuts and test your metal. And so he backs off. And that is done. That's the day. Sorry. So that took a long time to get to that point, but I started that battle for a long damn time. So on turn 9, the cowardly archer. Oh, the cowardly archer goes, actually. So let me move this and go here, and then grab these maybe, and then yeah, go put them here. Okay. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and we will sneak. So we move and we sneak. So there you go. So he is done. He's moved, he's snuck. She is in the chamber. Chamber of Secrets. So I think it is time for her, and she hasn't found it yet. And we are in a cave, so that sort of sucks. So we're gonna search. Nope, that's one search. She's gonna get 2 searches in. She does. So that's cool. She has found the thing she needs to find. Copy. We're gonna paste this guy there. She gets a legend point, and she's up to 18 fame and done. Is she gonna loot or is she just gonna wait it out? She's gonna sneak, and she is done. Finally, the dwarf conjure in the catacombs. Dwarf is heading down to the sculler. 1, 2, 3, and he will also sneak, and he is done. Let's roll for monsters, hoping for the best for all of our heroes. The plains is going to be nothing. We get orcs if you got them. We don't got them there. We don't got them anywhere. We are done. That is the day, and we move on to day 10. And the conjure is first. So the conjure is going to go 1, 2. His third action is going to be to trade because he can turn in a mission here. And he's going to turn in old books. Old books gives him $5. That's not a ton, by the way. That sucked a little bit. But we also get intelligence. We get a roll on our intelligence. I believe these actually go in there, but I'll just save them. So anyway, so we get a roll on int. We get 3 dice. Because our int is 3. That gives us 7 fame and $7. So Conjure has 42 fame and $12. And he is motoring, and he has done that. So that's his 3 in a trade. And he is at the Scholar. So he'll trade again, and he might as well at least look at the Scholar. Although he does need to rest too, but that's a different story. Let's spread these bad boys out a little bit. Symbol of rest, that would be good. That is good for every mage. Then he's got a lot of shitty quests, a lot of evil quests. Kill a native, and then go to the shrine. Now, mind you, he knows where the shrine is, so that's sort of cool. He could use a piece of armor. That's absolutely the case. He could use Alchemist Mixture as a one-time thing, right? Permanently replace one color with another color. I don't think he wants to do that. I think what he wants to do is he's going to try for the symbol of rest. Already knowing that the scholar likes intelligence. So it's going to cost $15 for the symbol of rest. He haggles with his int. He succeeds. So it's now down to $10, the symbol of rest. Good enough. Good enough. Done. $10. So that leaves him $2. And he is done for his turn. And not a terrible turn. And actually, I can put these 2 on there because we know what they're with. Okay, done. So that's Conjurer. Now it is the Warlock's turn. She has found her thing. Now it's time to loot the thing. So she has the chamber. She's going to loot the chamber. Chamber has 6, 3 and 3. What's the loot? Oh, grabby. I forget. I think she gets to look at the top. Well, not look at the top. Well, I don't know. Does she look at the top 3? How come I keep closing the rule book? What am I doing? How did I get here? Okay. Actions, loot. Roll the 2 loot dice. If you roll 2 grabby hand icons, you may look at the top 3 treasures and keep one of them and return them in their original order. Done. So that is vaguely, that's a little exciting. So she goes 1, 2, and 3. So the Owen slippers are only good if she had magic. That mithril plate armor is sweet. She can't use it, but she can throw it in her backpack. It's epic. She gets $26 for it. Maybe that's what she goes for. The bejeweled breastplate she also can't pick up. So she's going to take the mithril plate armor. Otherwise, she's going to return these guys. Done. So she takes the plate armor. She exposes the plate armor. She absolutely will show it off to everybody. That's going to give her 3 legend points and another bunch of fame there. So her score is updated at the top. That is her first loot, but that's her first turn. She did not do anything other than she didn't move. I had a chip on move. Second loot is 5. So I think it's the last treasure in the pile. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's hers. Oh, that's not terrible. And they go back. This mod does need the Magic Realm mod thing where if you use number pad, it grabs that treasure. She needs 3 spells. 1, 2, and 3. And she's going to drag them over to where she is and flip it. Can she learn any of these? She can learn she can learn. She cannot learn the Envenom. She can learn Fly. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab these and group these. Move these down here. And we will put that on top. So she does have a spell book. It's a very valuable spell book, and she has one thing she can do. She'll sneak now and be done for the day. And finally, the archer. So I've got the archer moving. The archer still needs to get supplies to keep, right? He still has supplies he could put to the keep. Yeah, he still does. And he has 1 of 3 spiders killed. I was going to check the mountains out, though, just to see. But we do need to try at some point to get that damn keep. But let's go 1, 2, 3, and let's sneak. So we're all done today. So a couple things happen. So that's pretty interesting. So first we're checking. Oops. First we are checking the Conjurer. So where's the Conjurer? He's there. Done. Second we are checking the Witch. So she gets the Titan. Titan shows the hell up. Bam. That sucks, but he does. Third, we get him, and it's nothing. Now, every creature that is not with a character goes away. They go back to their respective, they go back to their respective piles. Come on. So dragons to dragons, bats to bats. That's it. Those guys return home. However, the witch gets jumped by the Titan. Does the Titan spot the witch? He does not spot the witch. So the Titan is, he's not a terrible fight. She does sort of auto hit him. So a lot of this comes down to whether we think she can ambush him as the dragon, hidden as the dragon. I find it a little bit odd. Technically, I mean, she is, I suppose, casting a spell, maybe. And it's a ranged spell. So that would indicate maybe she can do that, right? Spell as per the starting spell card. So, and the ambush rules say if you are casting a heroes armed with a ranged weapon or casting a ranged attack spell, may do so from hiding. I'm going to give it to her for now. Let's give it to her, right? Let's give it to her. So she's going to, from hiding, because he did not find her, this particular whatchamacall, she is going to fireball him. Well, let's see. Yeah, because she's a dragon, because that's purple right there. She's going to fireball him. And it's going to do 2 star damage. So 2 sharp damage at a speed of 2. Does he flip over? He does. So it auto hits him because his defense is now 0. The question is, can she roll and not get negative damage? If she can not get negative damage, she's going to kill the Titan. Oh, that's negative. Oh, that sucked. Because that was on nothing. I saw that, by the way. I saw it. But it's -1. So instead of 4 damage, she does 3 damage. 3 damage does not kill the Titan. It wounds the Titan, so the Titan gets a little QB by it, and that's it. Does she come out of hiding? 2 blanks would be nice. No, she does not come out of hiding. She hides quietly, just sneaky. Gonna fire again, same thing. Does the Titan flip or not? Might as well keep this over here. The Titan does not flip. She auto hits with her 2-speed fireball. Does she reduce damage? No, she increases damage. That's going to kill the Titan. Give her 13 fame. She's now up to 36. She is done. Yeah, I don't know about that ruling. Like, I had ruled in the past. I said, well, if she's coming out, she is a dragon, so she has to charge out, right, to use her breath weapon. This isn't really a spell. It's a inherent power. I don't know. I'll think about it. But nonetheless, I figured we'd go for it for this battle. She got the Titan cube. He is dead. We'll just put him aside. And that's it. Let's I think that's it. That's day 11. We've got a little bit of time to go here. Oh, and right, we re-roll a range die. So that does change a little bit of the math with the archer, which I forgot about. I did forget that about. So I'll have to think about that next time. So Conjurer goes. The Conjurer still has. The Conjurer has. He got rid of the follower. He still has the kill 3 bats, though. She's a real sneaky dragon, like an elephant in an apple tree. You'd never see him. Yes. I mean, she could be, right? I mean, and dragons can be stealthy-ish. Can they, right? But yeah, I don't know. I would take that as her swooping down from the sky kind of thing. But yeah, I'm trying to go, what's the actual reading of the rules there? She is allowed to sneak as a dragon. Like, that is true. She can sneak. She can perform every action she can perform as a character. So sneak is definitely part of that. So our conjurer, what is the conjurer doing? So the conjurer has taken his thing to the scholar. He has turned it in. He is done. Now, what does he have? He has $2 because he bought the symbol of rest. So yeah, that's great. That's good. So he's gonna go. I think 1, 2, 3. But that's 3 moves. He doesn't want to do 3 moves. That's a little bit much. So I think what he does, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the crone, with her. Just put that on there. And same thing with him. This belongs to him. Done. I'm tired of looking at it. So he is with the scholar. We did just look at this, so I am going to cheat a little bit. He has nothing really he wants from him. Blood offer, temple defiler. That's not great. He does have kill 3 bats, and we think he can kill 3 bats. Especially with his sexy bite dagger. What he's going to do is he is going to do 2 phases of rest, right? But that's, so 1 freebie and another phase, and that gets him his blue cube back. So he has rested once. And or used 1 of his phases. And he's going to go 1, 2. I suppose that's not a terrible move. Move 2, and he doesn't lose anything in caves. So now he sneaks, and he is done. The archer makes a single move to pull this chip. Actually, that's his whole goal. It's a sight. Krypton 5. There you go. That's 1 move. So what's a crypt look like? That is a good question. Sorry about that. So he cannot auto run from the lich. He can run from the lich there. He cannot auto run from the lich. So that's something to note on his dangerous side. I don't necessarily care for any of these creatures. I do need to kill spiders. So I'm going to go here. So that's my second move. We're going to alert and make noise. There you go. And we are done. She is going to know, sort of knows he's coming, right? So we're going to loot and see if we can get something out, pull something out of here. 3 and 3, third treasure. So I think 1, 2, 3. It is a spell book. And did we already look at this spell book? Maybe, I don't know. No, we don't know what this spell book looks like at all. Well, we got it, and we're gonna now look at it. It's white, it's gray, there's black, is affliction. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Affliction's actually not a terrible. Oh, wait. Oh, there were 3 spells on this, weren't there? Oh. Because she had to pick. Okay, done. Sorry. My fault. I didn't. That was a tabletop simulator mess there. So the spell book is this, and it has these 3 spells. She already knows what spells are in there. Probably shouldn't have known what the spells were in there until she took possession of it. That was my fault. Didn't think of it. On the wrong character? I don't know. Okay, yes. I do not know where this came from. I'll be totally honest. I don't know where that spellbook came from. That is bad. That's a bad gamer. I'm putting that away for now. Bad gamer. Um, that's one goofy thing, especially in tabletop sim, and especially with the way the grids and so are. Archer just saw this from the crypt. No, the archer never went to the crypt. Keep that in mind. He never was at the crypt. Now, I don't get me wrong. I think I made a mistake somewhere. I do truly believe that I made a mistake. She did. I know I saw this spell book with these 3 spells in it because fly was the thing. I just don't know where that came from. And because she drew, what did she draw? There's 6 treasures in here total. She drew the mithril plate armor. And then did she draw the 5th treasure? So I'm just going to say this is the spell book done. She's going to loot again. 2, second treasure. So 1, 2. She gets the elven slippers. Oops, that is the wrong character. That's not going to help her, but she'll put them anyway. It is epic, so that does help her. This is the problem with running multiple characters, Matthew. Right? That's the issue. Is that occasionally, it just doesn't work out. And now she is going to loot again because, well, now does she loot again or does she just hide out? There's only 2 treasures left. Then, so she's gotten 1, 2, 3. And so that's my question: is where did the 4th treasure go? Because if she's only looted 3, well, I'm going to put the spell book in there because I think that's what it is. So I screwed something up, but we're just going to live with it and go. We're going to, now the Titan can't show up. It's really just kobolds or giant bats. That's really what she's. Hey Matthew, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll probably end soon-ish because it's not early. We're going on 3 hours. So thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. If you see me on, please come hang out for a little bit. So, I mean, I think a couple kobolds or a couple bats, like she can handle that. It really comes down to the, the big roll, the scary roll, right? Oh yeah, you got kobolds, you got 5 of them. Good luck. So she'll sneak. So she looted twice, she sneaks once, and she is done. And that's the day. Let's roll monsters. So we check the conjurer first. and nothing appears. Then we go up here and check this guy, and he is going to get one giant spider in his up in his grill. And again, I am unclear as to whether or not that draws again, whether he rolls again for himself in there. He wouldn't get anything, but I tend to feel that a hex draws monsters once. And so since he's already gotten a monster, he is done and okay. Now he's not sneaking, although he's not sneaking, he can hide, and he's allowed to do that. And he's gonna roll again. Yes, and he can do that. So he is not blocked. And the spider appears. And he's gonna ambush the hell out of this guy. I think he's going to ambush him going, I mean, his first attack is this. 1, 2, and 3. Puts 2 there, and he is done. And that's actually 3 there. Does our wayward spider flip? He does not flip. We do have to roll to hit then. And we have to roll equals for the hit symbol. We do not, we miss. Do we come out of hiding because the spider's spidey sense goes off? We do. So we are no longer hiding. And that's it. We cannot flee. So this is a little bit dicier maybe than we want. But we alert it, so we can play 6 cubes. So we're going to play 6 cubes. I think that's how we play our 6 cubes. Now we actually could. That is 4 damage. I think we're going to play like this instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this is the 7th cube there. So, does the spider flip? He does. No, he does not. I'm sorry, it's blank. So he does not flip. Our attack is faster. Do we hit him? Oh, we do not hit. Does the spider hit us? Now he has to roll only hits, not equals, and he misses. Done. That is the second round. Nothing happens, and we're done. And the spider lives to see another day. Done. As do we live to see another day. I think that's actually it for fighting, and that's it for day 11. And we are up to day 12. So it's day 12. We're going to save this game. Our scores are the Conjurer is sort of lagging. The Warlock, the Warlockette, the Witch. Let's just call her the Witch, damn it. She's in the lead, of course, with about 8 points if she retired today. The Archer has 5. The Conjurer has 5 also because his fame. He has killed a lot of things, but so has, I mean, she's killed a few things, but the Conjurer has killed a bunch of dudes. I do have to. I'm going to have to ask to see if the adult dragon can ambush with his power. Is that actually a spell? If so, that is probably as powerful as you're going to get. Because I don't know that anyone else has that kind of thing. Let's take actually. So we're going to stop for now, but let's actually take a few moments. Right, and look, so we got the Goblin Battler. The Peltast is either super fast or not. So I don't know that I would pick Goblins. None of these guys are that much. But let's look at a Peltast. Yeah, 1+. I don't know that that's worth it. So I don't know that I'd pick any goblins. How's that? Orcs, though, I don't know. Can you pick an orc champion as your guy? It's not super fast, and that's not super fast. You're really looking for something that's pretty fast. So the sword orc versus the champion. Let's take a look. Sword orc does more damage on this side with crappier stats. The champion does more damage on this side with the same stats. So the champion is a little better than the sword orc. But the axe orc. The axe orc is way slow but kills shit. And then the lord. What about the gnolls? Are there different gnolls or is it all the same? It looks like the same gnoll. Yeah, it doesn't. Excuse me. It does not feel like there's any creature other than the adult dragon that I would necessarily pick. I think the griffin is more defensive than the dragon by quite a bit. On creatures that there's a set of creatures the griffin might be better on because you would attack at a 3, and if it has 2 hit points or less, you'd kill it. So anything that you could kill with 2 hit points, the griffin's probably generally better. Like if you were, but you can't hit multiples, so that's also an issue, right? Like I think fireball wins because you can hit multiple guys, and no one else has that. There's no other character. There's no other creature on this with a power, and the damn dude has 2 powers. The dragon. I do think that might be a thing to consider. Like, is there any time when another shape shift is a viable option? So something to think about. Anyway, so I thought this was a pretty good game. I thought it worked out. I do think the Warlock is doing good, but I do think that the Conjurer has had a pretty good game. I am most impressed by his dragon kill by throwing the dagger in his eye and then just kill, and then the air sword, but he actually killed it. I do think a review of spells is in order. um, because I do think a review of spells is in order because I don't know that there's not an obvious choice for most of these. I just don't know, right? I think rule undead sort of sucks a little bit because there's no undead you can meet unless you go specifically to a boss. It'd be nice if there was a summon undead, and you maybe got zombie or skeleton archer or some bullshit. Like that'd be fun. That'd be fun as hell. Curse, I think, is a waste. It's it's effectively only PvP, kind of, right? I don't like dark matter. Like I don't love these. I don't know what. So I don't. I mean, I had to look at Curse to see. Maybe it has some good stuff. Um, Charm, like maybe get a sleep. A summon undead would be nice. I think blue is pretty useful ultimately because you get open gate. Purple's super useful. Purple is the best, I think. Shapeshift is the winner. Air Sword is another winner. Envenom's not terrible. White is pretty good with life armor. I think that's the winner. And Turn Undead is a winner because you're effectively killing all of the bosses for all those sites. So that's good. So I don't know. I'll have to look at it. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to go and thank you all for watching and hanging out. Matthew Berard, thank you. East Paladin, of course. Always good to see you. Joao, let's say Joao. Let's go with that. Now let's go to Joao. I'll have to talk to you and make sure I get the pronunciation right. I did once and then I forgot. Thanks for hanging out. I hope Kodo goes well. That's a great game, by the way. So I hope you enjoy it. And then Ekted, good to talk to you. Let's chat again about the game. This is still being kickstarted. There's still some hours left if you wanted to get in on it. It is expensive like every damn Kickstarter, but it is literally, the modern day epic adventure board game. So the question is, how much is that worth to you? I will talk to y'all later. Thank you.